2019 Ford Ranger First Look. North America at last gets a form of the worldwide average-size pickup, planned particularly for U.S. tastes. At last. It has been a long time since the last Ford Ranger moved off the line at the Twin Cities plant in St. Paul, Minnesota. 7 years of Ford demanding there was no market for a minimal pickup in the U.S. at the point when there was an F-150 full estimate truck for each need and wallet. 7 years of Ranger fans clamoring for its North American return while it kept on being a business accomplishment in whatever remains of the world. 7 years of General Motors and Toyota expanding deals and offer of the average-size pickup section. Enough. Today Ford utilizes the North American International Auto Show in Detroit to disclose the 2019 Ranger that will go into generation not long from now, available to be purchased in mid-2019. It comes from the worldwide Ranger sold and fabricated somewhere else, yet it is reimagined for this market with a more forceful look and family relationship to the F-150. Composed and designed in Australia for the US, it depends on North American parts and will be worked in the retooled Michigan assembly plant. What has changed? The average-size pickup section has seen deals increment 83% since 2014, when Ford chose to bring the truck back, with 452,000 sold in 2017. We see an open door that didn't exist 5 years prior, said Todd Eckhart, Ford Truck Bunch promoting manager. A decade back, in the thick of the subsidence, the F-150 territory kept on expanding, and the value hole amongst it and the Ranger kept on contracting. The F-150 was the moneymaker and got the assets while the Ranger went to a great extent unaltered. Deals kept on falling until the point that the business choice was made to end it after the 2011 model year and divert clients to the base F-150 or a SUV. Portage now observes the Ranger purchaser is not the same as the F-150 purchaser. The Ranger proprietor is an urban occupant who drives his truck to work, not for work, and uses it to play on the end of the week with his toys in the bed toward the rear. It isn't about reasonableness yet more about size, scale, and fuel effectiveness, says Eckhart. Nor is it about pursuing the opposition. Expect previous Ranger proprietors, new clients, and even F-150 proprietors who need to scale down inclined toward a truck that is less demanding to drive, stop, and fit in the garage. It can be contended that the two nameplates have, since origin, been sufficiently distinctive to pull in particular purchasers with various necessities. However, what has in fact changed is that the present shoppers keep on favoring trucks and SUVs over autos. More auto purchasers are probably going to incline toward a little urban pickup as a contrasting option to SUV, and these same purchasers may never consider F-150. The Ranger may never turn into the staple it used to be on American streets, yet Ford considers it to be suitable again. The 2019 Ranger will be offered with the solitary motor, the second-stage 2.3-liter twin-scroll turbocharged 4-chamber EcoBoost motor with the produced steel crankshaft and Ford's new 10-speed program transmission. No manual. No specs are accessible yet, however the 2.3-liter gets 280 horsepower and 310 pounds-to-foot of torque in the Ford Explorer. There won't be a diesel accessible at dispatch, and authorities won't state in the event that one will be included later. Diesel is accessible in different markets, and Ford is including a diesel choice, the 2019 F-150. Be that as it may, the planning is tricky. The automaker is being sued for distorting emissions levels in its F-250 and F-350 Super Duty diesel pickups. Passage additionally isn't discussing a half-and-half Ranger despite the fact that the organization intends to jolt everything from the Mustang to the F-150 in the years ahead. Furthermore, albeit different parts of the world get a Ranger Raptor, The rough terrain adaptation anticipated that would be uncovered 1 month from now isn't for North America. All things considered, we expect it is just a short time until the point that one is endorsed for North America to rouse the lineup. The 5 Traveler body on Outline Ranger does not have an aluminum body. It is steel, similar to the worldwide pickup it depends on. The North American rendition has another completely boxed casing. When putting pencil to paper, Ranger Outline boss Max Wolf began with the 2012 Ranger plan. He was allowed permit to change each board since he would work with new providers, and the plant was being retooled, so there were no hindrances to rolling out improvements. Wolf gave the truck a strong steel front guard with huge casing-mounted snares, a short Schaefer rough terrain, a harder-looking hood stretching out from the raked windshield, a high belt line, and bumper supersedes so the wheel curves seem to have more width. There is a steel guard, yet the rear end is aluminum with the spoiler and Ranger stamp on it. The payload box rails are composed with North American purchasers in mind. There are exceptional grills for the XL, XLT, and Lariat trims and discretionary LED lights. The 2019 model has 8 new wheel decisions, some of them lined up with the F-150 for a kindly vibe. The truck comes in 8 hues with discretionary chrome and game appearance bundles. The Ranger will be offered in Super Cabin Super Crew taxi cab with 4 full-size entryways. The worldwide Ranger sold somewhere else has a standard taxi alternative. Portages and giving accurate measurements, however they ought not differ much from the worldwide Reindeer, which would make it around 201 inches in length, 73 inches wide, and 71 inches high with a 127-inch wheelbase. Ground leeway is around 9 inches, making steps superfluous. It will include the Territory Administration framework in the Raptor with 4 drive modes for normal, grass/gravel/snow, mud, ruts, and sand. Trail control is another component to Ford, making its introduction on the Ranger. It sets a low vehicle speed, supplanting slope control and working like a rough terrain journey control that can be set to 1 mile per hour for shake creeping. It can be utilized on any exchange setting and set with directing wheel controls or by braking to the coveted speed, and it will set there. The framework was created by Ford. Others have comparative frameworks, yet not all work in all modes in both exchange settings. The FX4 rough terrain bundle has redesigned tires, a steel front dash plate, rough terrain tuned studs and suspension, strengthened skid plates mounted to the casing, and standard trail control and hill descent control. There is a 2-speed exchange case and electronic locking back differential that is a choice without the FX4 package. Safety highlights incorporate blind side identification with trailer scope, recollision help, path continued cautioning and help, accessible versatile voyage control, and crisis braking. Inside there are 2 shading decisions, black and medium fiery remains. There's additionally Sing 3 with the 8.0-inch touchscreen and waterproof stockpiling under the back seat. "We made this a genuine truck," said Rick Bolt, a fitting name for the Ranger's program design. "We expect best-in-class payload when we dispatch." There was hypothesis the North American Showcase Ranger would be unique in relation to the worldwide truck, maybe even ride on a unibody stage. In any case, it is a similar engineering, created in Australia yet with new parts, some common with the F-150. What's more, the Ranger experienced an indistinguishable strenuous testing from the F-150, Bolt said. Estimating has not been reported but rather should begin underneath $25,000.